Welcome to the New This Week video for February 7th. Yeah, just forgot the date already. Had to look down. I have no idea what I'm doing ever.
Total professionals in here. We know what we're doing, right?
Yeah. Well, I'm here with Scotty V again this week. He's going to be the... well, I want him to host it someday, but we'll see. But anyways, let's just start because this is just going to be some crazy stuff. I'm going to start off with the Addams Family, Charlotten's Web number 2. Something from Image, Antarctica number 8. I've never read this book.
I haven't either.
Ooh, we're at that time of the month.
Oh, yeah,
that time of the year. We have Archie's Valentine Spectacular number 1. Love is in the air.
I feel like he's been choosing between those two for 60 years now.
Yep. But hey, he's got 2 to choose from. Good for Archie. Guy's a stud. What's this?
This is an awesome book.
This is number 2.
Yes.
Second printing. Beneath the Trees Where Nobody Sees. She actually sees herself on the chopping block here. So,
this is definitely a book I would recommend to anybody.
Yep. I agree. This is one of the best books IDW has put out. One of the best books on the market. Fantastic book. I mean, they've got us 2 printings of number 1 already. They're all sold out.
I think number 2
Yep.
now?
I think they're going to a 3rd printing of number 1.
I believe so.
Yeah,
yes.
I believe they are. And to come out with number 2, we've got issue number 3, first printing. Highly recommended. This book is fantastic. This book's gonna be a real quick read this week though, but it's fantastic. And then we go to a barbarian, so we just got ruined right there.
We're finding Corey books now.
Yeah, Blood Crick, number 3.
Rick.
Yeah, Blood Rick, yeah, number 3.
Where do you get the K from?
I don't know.
The K silent?
Yeah.
Okay.
The K's not there, it's just in my mind.
In your mind?
Yeah.
In your mind, there should be a K there.
There's a lot of stuff that goes around in my mind.
Yeah,
And we're not going to just leave you with the fake barbarian. We've got the real barbarian right here.
The really fake barbarian?
Yeah, as people would say, as Corey would say, the greatest barbarian of all time. We've got Conan the Barbarian, issue number 7. Where the word on the street is, this is one of the best books on the market. I don't read it.
I don't know what street that is, but I'm not on it.
Easy Street.
Easy Street? Oh, look at that. Isn't that what happens in like every book?
Well, yeah, it looks like he's fighting a demon attacks him again while he's in bed.
Oh, what a shock.
Yeah, that's amazing. I actually didn't expect to see this coming. That is shocking.
Wow.
But it's supposedly a good book, so let's stop dissing on it.
Okay.
It's only issue...
We're trying to be more positive.
Yeah, right. It's issue 7.
Yep.
The sales are going to start dropping now because people will be bored in the next very, very soon. I've already had 2 subs drop the book. Says, yeah, that actually, I'm good. So it's on its way. But then we've got Count Crowley, the Mediocre Midnight Monster Hunter. The last series was the Midnight Monster Hunter. He must not have done very well because now he's the mediocre one.
Yeah.
But it's an okay book. I mean, it's not great, but it's all right. If you want to see something weird, read anything by Maria Lovett.
Okay. And
this is Crave number 3. But yeah, there's usually some messed up stuff that goes on this. I'm not reading it, but I'm assuming with everything she usually writes, there is something messed up in here. And if you like messed up, adultish sort of things, her stuff, this is it.
That's usually right in your bag.
Yeah, it's her. She goes a little too far. You know, it's
She goes too far.
Too far, yeah. Babyface Glenn doesn't like that anymore. Okay, when the heel Glenn used to like that stuff.
You'll read Cross any day of the week.
Not anymore.
But somehow that book is too much.
That was Crossed was heel Glenn. This is Babyface Glenn now. Babyface Glenn would have read Crossed.
I'm not buying it.
And we've got Cull, number 5, from Kelly Thompson. One of her first independent stuff that she did on her own.
Yeah.
I haven't gotten into it. I haven't read it. Cullen Bunn, Another book this week by this guy. Oh, he's got a book out. Ghost Lore, number 8. What do you think about that?
I think he's a very busy person.
I do too. I do too. Busier than some other people, huh?
Yeah, that we can't talk about.
Yeah, right. We're not going to talk about it.
They're on another break. We
Yep.
can't talk about them.
Yep. I mean, I don't like to talk about people with 3 words, something, something, something.
Yeah,
it's
you can't go there.
yeah. We're not going to talk about that guy. Yeah. And we've got Gone by Jock. I'll tell you what's gone. This is gone from my reading list. I'm not into it. Just not into it. I mean, it's not bad. It looks good. Jock's all right, but I don't want to read a magazine book. Still want to read it.
Apparently in the UK, that's how they sell them.
And some of them, yeah, they have a lot of magazines over in the UK. A lot of the 20, the Judge Dredd stuff and whatnot. But I'm good. I don't need that. A lot of the numbers are dropping a little too, and I think, because some of the guys, a lot of people say it's because they don't want the big cover.
Well, I'm sure the $9 cover price is.
Yeah, that's got a lot to do with it too. Let's shrink the book down a little. It's give us a comic size. Yeah, $9 is a lot to go with.
Especially on an independent book, you don't know what you're gonna get.
Exactly. I mean, you may know the reader, Jock. You may know the other writers or whatever, but still, you don't know what you're gonna get. It's not Ed Brubaker. Ed Brubaker puts out a $9 book. You just buy it anyways because you know you're gonna get quality. How about some Gunslinger Spawn, issue number 28?
Spawn's just never been for me.
Yeah, me either. But it's got its fans. And we've got Horror Comics from Antarctic Press, number 32.
Is that supposed to be like their Frankenstein's monster?
This is actually a mini-series. It's a four issue series anyway, but usually it's just a lot of times it's just one issue stories. I've gone through it and read a couple in the past. There's a House of Slaughter Ashcan book. Just another way that James Tynion wants to take more money from you. He's just going to give you a black and white version of something you've already read or something you will be reading.
Is that like a preview or something? Or?
Yeah, I mean, it looks like it's a whole book of something. I don't know if this one actually, this has already come out, or is this is going to come out in a colorized version. But he tends to like to do some of this stuff, so he can grab an extra $4 from you from something that you actually probably don't need. But hey, you got to do what you got to do. He's got a lifestyle. He's got a lifestyle to keep up with. What is this?
It is a trade of Untold Tales of I Hate Fairyland. Now this is
go ahead. Sorry, I didn't mean to.
This is the stuff that was on his Substack first. Then he released it as single issues, and now this is the trade of it.
Yep, and this is the stuff that other people did. This isn't the greatest comic book of all time. This is the compendium of the greatest comic book of all time, with a bunch of yahoos doing stories. It's okay, from what I heard, but it isn't I Hate Fairyland.
If Mouse Guard actually came out, this would be the Tales of the Guard.
Yes, exactly. Well, boy, I wish Mouse Guard would come back out again. That book rocked. Kea, number 15. Look through issue 1, have never looked through the other 14 issues. Jason Aaron, Once Upon a Time at the End of the World. He remembered how to write again.
Nice.
Now this here is, there's a couple books this week that I just don't like the covers at all.
Yeah.
By the way they sing, because when you look at this cover, it's the one hand.
Yeah.
But I mean, you really have to look at it. It's not, you would have a cover that would pop for you to see what it is, but that's the cover. The premise of the book sounds good. I think it's a crime book or whatever, and it's written by Ram 5, and I mean it doesn't look bad. I mean I'm bringing it home to read it, but I mean that's not a cover that pops. I mean you've got to look for the title. I mean the title needs to be there like this, But to each their own. I mean it's his book. If people miss it on the rack because they don't see the cover. There it is. It's his own. It's his
their
own
fault.
thing. It's their fault. It's their own fault. If they don't make as much money as they should on it, their fault. Should have designed it a little better. But Ram 5 seems to knows what he's doing because he's written a lot of books. So we'll see how this goes. But I'm definitely bringing this home to read.
So this is a giant robotic penguin that flies.
Penguina Blackfoot one shot. Yep, that's what it looks like. By Antarctic Press.
What the hell?
I have no idea. I don't see Penguina in here yet. All right. Well,
I'm totally confused about this.
me too. I don't really know what it is.
Because
But-
by the cover, it kind of looks like a manga book, but that's not manga.
Nope.
It looks like different art on different pages.
Yeah, it does. It could be, maybe there's multiple stories. It's a one shot. So it could be multiple stories. But anyways, I said I'm going to start carrying some Antarctic Press books, so we brought this in. Pine and Merrimack #2. You read this, didn't you?
Yeah. Basically, he's like a MMA type guy, and he's helping her try to solve a mystery of some kind.
Okay. Is it worth reading number 2?
I'm trying #2.
All right. You heard that from V. V, the only V. Power Rangers The Return. You know who's returning?
The Power Rangers.
Amy Jo Johnson's writing this book again. Pink Ranger. We love her. Here's a book that's very, very late. Robotech, Rick Hunter, #3.
How late is it?
Very
Okay.
late. Yeah. I mean, we're talking a few months late, I think.
Late enough that I'm going to have to go back and reread #2
Yeah.
and remember where I am.
Yeah, that's late because Buffy's a pretty intelligent guy.
Yeah.
He usually can remember what's going on. So, yep. Now this, you're going to have to reread a lot of stuff. We've got Salsa Country, the finale.
Yeah.
It's a one shot.
Yeah.
I think this book is like 20 years in the making. I mean, it's not Miracle Man late. I mean, technically it's not late. I mean, it started off, I think, back with DC, and they did a mini series, and then they did another mini series that stopped with DC, but it wasn't really done. Well,
This
it's put
ends
together.
it all.
Yep, Paul Cornell put together the final issue to tie everything in from the other series.
So people have to search through the 50-cent bins to try to figure out what's going on,
Or maybe search the collection.
or find a trade.
Yeah, or find a trade, or look through the collection and just peruse it. I mean, I remember what's going on to a point that I could read this. I mean, I can't give you details of everything that's going on, but I remember enough of the book that I could pick up this book and look at. But I'm not going to pick up this book because it's 20 years in the making, and I'm done supporting that sort of crap. Spawn trade paperback.
Shadows.
Yep.
And now we're in the Buffy book.
Star Trek Defiant, #11. Looks like they got some lizard type
Lizards
guys on
playing
it.
poker?
Yeah, they're playing poker with Slee Stacks
Slee Slacks?
Gorn.
or Gorn.
Gorn.
Those were the more advanced Slee Stacks.
Oh, that one.
Okay, yes. We got Teenage Ninja Turtles: The Saturday Morning Adventures. Ken will be happy to see this one. And Ken's going to be happy to see this one, too. We've got Thundercats, issue #1.
With its 25 different covers.
It could be more. I think it went into double letters.
Oh my
Double letters for how many covers there are. Yeah, it's
I like the cartoon, but there's no way in hell I'm buying 25 different covers of one book.
Yeah, well, I'm not buying. I didn't even bring in 25 different covers, but I brought in a lot of issues. I only have a few to put on the shelf. I had so many people ask to try this issue #1, and then some people bought multiple covers too on top of it. So, but I've actually already reordered the book, so hopefully I'll get it in for next week because I know I'm going to sell out. I'm going to sell out of it. We're Traveling to Mars by Ablaze, issue #10. This book is extremely late, also.
I'm not going to ask this time.
Now here's another book. You know the title of this?
I think it's You and I.
Exactly. You think though, because they want to be different. You know, it's just put You and I across the top. That's all. That's all you need.
I may have somehow been reading it out of order, so I don't know.
No, you said it right. It's You and I. But I mean, it's a Straczynski book. It's probably going to be good.
Yep.
But AWA is a great company. I love 95% of their stuff.
They have a lot of good stuff right now.
But this is the first time they decided, hey, let's be like this other book here and let's decipher the cover. I mean, look at the back covers here. There's Ribbon Queen, there's Red Light. I mean, you see it all. See? And then there's You and I. It's just...
Oh.
So it depends on how it's placed on a rack. I mean, it can be placed on where there's a book under it. You just see a U, or you see part of it. Yeah, it makes no sense. Fix it! All right. So, another Antarctic Press book, World War III, Raid on Tokyo, Volume 2, number 1.
Why do you always go out
No, that could be this. I think there's a book you read backwards. So let's show you this side of the cover.
Right.
Yeah. Or we can even show you this side of the cover. There's 2 different covers. Choose which one you want.
Choose your own adventure.
Yeah, right. Read it backwards and get the real story, or read it forwards and see the end to see how you got to the beginning. And, you could do it both ways. This is a book that just keeps on giving.
Yep.
And we're going to finish off this week with this week's Independence with Exo Man Award number 6. Booyah. Zilla. Yeah.
You're trying to sell that shirt, aren't you?
Zilla. That's the new thing.
Corey's shaking his head already.
Puff's shaking it right now too. All right, you want to start DC or just skip it?
We could just probably skip Batman.
I get the Joker on the front cover though.
Yeah, that's no.
There's 2 of you. You can hold all the Batman up at once.
Yeah.
Fan it out. Here you go. Actually, it doesn't look that bad.
Well, anyways, this is issue 142. I'm gonna get a lot of negative feedback on this book. And it's funny because Zdarsky
There's some Zdarsky stuff I like, but for some reason that storyline I just don't care.
All right, fire him. Get a new guy.
It's just not for me, I guess.
How about Batman Scooby-Doo Mysteries?
I'd rather read that than the first one.
Issue number 2 of this.
There you
Yep. Birds of Prey number 6.
go. I've liked that book so far. The artwork's kind of, but
the story's been decent.
oh yeah, story's been good. It's just, it was like a romance book artwork you said.
What?
The artwork in there reminds you of like the romance.
Oh, the old romance. Yeah, those old.
It's just,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's okay, I guess. It's just.
Well, what's that going on here? I just opened up the worst page you could probably look at. So
Probably Wonder Woman doing something.
No.
I don't know.
What about Wonder Woman here?
That looks a lot better.
This is called DC's How to Lose Guy Gardner in 10 Days.
You tell him to pound sand.
Yeah. Throw a yellow ring. Oh, no, he's okay with the yellow ring, yeah. This is this could be the Valentine's Day book.
Distracting the mirror.
But you've got a Guy Gardner story, Red Tornado, Booster Gold. It's always good for a Booster Gold story. The Flash, but it's not written by mediocre Simon Spurrier. So that could be good. You got a Constantine story. And how can you not pick this book up? There's a Plastic Man story in here.
You've been dying for a Plastic
I
Man
love
story.
Plastic Man. And there's a Wonder Woman story and a Nightwing and Batgirl story. I mean, you can't go wrong. I mean, a couple have to be good, right? And you got Plastic Man. So what more do you need to say? Fork up your $10, all right? That's where the problem is. But it's a super thick book. It's one of the ones that they do every year for the holidays. I am not kneeling before Zod. It's issue number 2.
Yeah, usually you say kneel before Glenn.
That's right.
That doesn't really happen either.
No. I get most people to laugh.
No.
Yeah.
I think Matt's the only one who's come close.
Yeah. He has kneeled. He has knelt.
He's at least bowed, I think.
Yeah. Poison Ivy 19. You got the secret origin of Pamela Isley.
Do you really need a secret origin?
Well, it's not going to be a secret after they let us know it.
I
it's
was pretty sure we knew her origin.
no,
Okay.
It's a new one. You're going to find out some things you never found out about her. Scooby-Doo, where are you?
126.
Yeah, 126. Look at that.
Damn.
Yeah. Half these books don't get up to 126 anymore. They restarted after 12.
Half these books don't get up to 24. They can't go 2 years.
No.
Speaking of not going 2 years,
Shazam, number 8, by Mark Waid.
apparently he needs help.
He does need help. He's asking for it. Looks like a bunch of T-Rexes coming around after him. But this has, the space dinosaurs. Has nothing to do. It has nothing to do with Zilla and King Kong, all right? Now, that book was great. I read it last week.
Yeah.
Oh, if you haven't picked that book up, you need to read it.
You were very disappointed in the first issue of that.
Well, yeah, skip the first
But
issue.
it picked up.
Yeah, first issue sucked. How about Suicide Squad, Kill Arkham Asylum, #1, 5-issue miniseries. I think it's based on the video
Yeah,
game.
I was going to say, does that have something to do with the video game?
Yeah,
So a lot of like gaming people will buy it too? for
probably
some
not.
reason?
Probably not.
Unless there's a code in there.
There is some code either to it. I still don't think people are going to buy it. I don't think they care. Superman, The Middle Curtain, 78, The Middle Curtain, #4. Venditti writes a decent. So you been reading this one?
I haven't read it yet.
Okay. I don't have any comments for you on this. But there's some non-Superman people that are actually reading this book. So that says something. Oh, wow. We ended DC.
Wow.
That was quick and that was almost painless. All right, let's go over to Marvel.
Yeah, my chest still hurts from when you burned me last week.
Yeah, well, get the touch. Fear the touch.
Mm-hmm.
Alien, #4.
That is one giant alien.
Sure is. I'd take it down, though. Do some Twilight Dreaming and Avengers, #10.
That book's been okay. It's, I don't know.
Better than Jason Aaron's last book, though?
Oh,
Yes.
God, yes.
Yes, it is. Here's a book I just don't want to read. I'm bringing it home to try it, though, but...
I think I'm going to try it, but if it's, I don't know, it's got a very short leash.
Art's good. Ultimate Black Panther, #1. I'm only picking it up because I liked Ultimate Spider-Man so much that I'm going to try it, but in the end, it's still Black Panther. I mean, the guy's a great supporting character. Put him in the Avengers, put him in the...
His books forever.
Yeah,
For whatever reason, his books just don't last that long.
Yeah, no, his solo stories usually suck. But the artwork looks good. So, we'll see. I'm going to bring it home and give it a shot. And it's on a short leash. But I'll tell you what's never coming home. It's another Ultimate book coming out very soon.
Oh, Ultimate X-Men?
Ultimate X-Men. Ultimate X-Men will not even make it to my vehicle. I mean, it's not going to leave the store with me. Hopefully it'll leave the store with other people, but eventually they'll wrap it up into a ball and throw it through my window after they read the garbage that's going to be. But that's for another day.
Yep.
Straczynski, 2 books this week. Captain America, #6.
It's been okay.
Yeah, I mean, I read the first 3 issues now.
Nothing I'm super excited about,
Yeah.
but it's been decent.
But I think it's been better than the last 5-6 years of Captain America.
Definitely.
Artwork looks good too. We've got the Cult of Carnage trade paperback, Misery.
I just don't care for Carnage. Never mind Misery.
Me either.
Or
And
Carnage
of course.
Carnage causes me misery. Take your back.
Yeah, and I had actually had to report this as a damage because when they ship the trade paperbacks, they just put them in like an envelope, and this whole spine is all damaged. But it's here. This is what should be out this week. But we don't. I mean, I'll mark down the damage one, but yeah, I got to report that as a damage. Daredevil Gang War #3. Like the first 2 issues. I know I'm going to like issue 3.
It's the one Daredevil book I'm actually reading.
Me too. Yeah, me too. Yep. Anything that says Gang War. This cover is great.
The cover's great, but there's no way in hell you're going to get me to
You're not
read
getting
that.
me to read this either.
Oh, God, no.
Doctor Strange #12. But the cover is fantastic.
It's not for me.
I saw one of the other covers. I think it's the next issue that's I think they're Secret Defenders or something.
Yeah.
It's got me kind of wanting to
Oh,
yeah,
one.
#13. I mean, I don't know, you probably can't see the cover. It's
Looks
yeah.
like Taskmaster and Moon
Yeah,
Knight.
yeah. You get. I mean, Taskmaster's running around. I love
Black Cat,
Taskmaster.
maybe?
Yeah, Black Cat's in it too. Yep. But you're not getting me to read Doctor Strange. I may peruse through that, but it's not coming. Still
You'll
not
flip
coming
through
up.
it,
Yeah,
maybe.
but the cover is awesome. Again with this too. Another great cover.
It's a great cover, but I fired that book many
Yeah,
issues ago.
I think this is the end. Fantastic Four #17. I know it's the end of the story because I looked at it already. It says end. So
Sure now.
it says ended.
So I can try the next issue.
I don't think they should lie to us.
Well, you never know.
Right. But yeah, it was bad, and I actually, looking through this, I wanted to smash my face up against the counter just looking through it today. It's crap. Sensational She-Hulk number 5 with Captain Marvel. This is a double whammy for the buff.
I was gonna say, there's no way you could not get this book.
That's right. He's got his Captain Marvel, his She-Hulk, all in one book. How can you go wrong?
Can't. Buff can't turn it down.
I got this done for the buff.
Did you?
I called Marvel and says, "Hey, Buff wants a Captain Marvel She-Hulk. Let's get it done." So, because I'm there for you, Buff. Oh. And we've got Star Wars Mace Windu number 1. Because we don't need any more new Star Wars books.
What we need is a good Star Wars.
Star Wars Obi-Wan number 5.
Darth Vader made it to 44 issues.
Yeah, well, Darth Vader is a good character, at least, you know. Thanos number 3. We had Venom number 30.
Don't care.
Keep it right with that Carnage book. Keep them together.
I used to really like Venom, but
Venom trade paperback. Predestination, volume 5. We've got Wolverine. Madripoor Knights, number 1.
don't think I'm gonna check that out.
I'm not checking. The stuff that I've just gone through right here is not coming home at all. I've got no interest.
I read the Wolverine book, but I don't think I'm gonna try that.
And I got no interest in this book either.
Nope.
X-Men number 31. Even though you got a lot of Bamfin going on here, you got. But yeah, X-Men 31. You got Ms. Marvel in it. You got Nightcrawler. And you got Wolverine getting the head squished in by I don't know.
Have they explained how she's a mutant yet?
Not really. Kinda.
She had some latent mutant activity going on.
That's it.
Yeah.
It's latent. That's not really an explanation. It's just
So
grasping at straws.
Since the TV show did it, the comic's going to do it now.
Well, because you got to get rid of the Inhumans. They don't want Inhumans anymore because they suck. So it's So anyways, that's what we have this week. There's some good stuff. I mean, it kind of went lackluster at the end from like here back, you know. But that's what we have this week.
You're saying you were more excited for DC than Marvel?
No, at least it was a gang war book. At least it was a gang war book. But you know, I'm more excited about the independent stuff that came out this week. So that's what we have. I want to thank Scotty V, the only V in comics, for being here again this week, and we'll do it next week.